Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of the blank book decorating video. So today I'm going to continue with the rest of the pages. So far we have done the first section, which is going to be like the baby coming home, and we did the first month, the second month, third, fourth, and we're going to continue with hopefully the last pages here. So in case you missed the first part of this decorating video, I will link it below. Also, there is a tutorial for this book that actually the tutorial for this book was a members only video, but I'm also linking below another tutorial that is the same size that you can follow to make your baby book as well. So I'm just decorating one of the blank books that I had ready here, and the digital collection that I'm using is one of my digital collections. It will be linked below as well. So I'm using the baby boy edition, I guess you can say, and it also comes on baby girl. So I'll be linking both below in case you're interested on the digitals. So I am saving my scraps here. I might use these later for decorating a little bit of the edges and stuff, but I'm going to continue with month number 5 using this design, and my pages here, the inside or the base page is 7.5 by 7.5, but as you can see, some of the pages are different sizes. So what I do to decorate the book is I measure the size of the page. I just dropped something and for example, this is 7 inches here, so I always reduce 1/4 inch to cut my design paper. So if this is 7, I'm gonna be cutting my paper at 6 3/4, and the height of my pages is 7.5, so I'm gonna be cutting that to 7 1/4. So I'm gonna start with the bottom and then go up to 7 1/4, and then I know I want this side mainly, so I'm going to cut over here, and then I'm going to I forgot already what this measures, so this was 7, yeah, so we're gonna cut these at 6 3/4 right there like that, and that's gonna be the page I am going to glue. And so I'm gonna go ahead and glue these down. And in case you're wondering, I print my papers on 65-pound cardstock, and I just use a regular printer, nothing fancy really. I had my printer for, I want to say, maybe 6 or 7 years at this point. And now I'm gonna be decorating the next page. So let me do the 2 because I do want to coordinate the designs. So I want to use this here for the background. So I'm gonna cut that at 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. So let me do this 7 1/4, and this will be by 7 1/4. And so like these little pieces of papers that we have left over, we can always use to add on, you know, on the spaces in between the hinges. So that's why I'm kind of saving all of that. Now this page is gonna go on the back as the background. Let's go ahead and glue this down here, and I'm just gonna put this piece. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to be using some magnets on these opening flaps, and I'm using 10 by 1 millimeter magnets. I think I mentioned on the previous video that I prefer to use these small, really flat magnets to not add any bulk on the pages, and also because I just like my magnets to be seamless. I don't like seeing that big chunky magnet, but sometimes you do have to layer like 2 sets of magnets because they're not super strong. Okay, so I think for this page though, 1 on each side should be okay. So I'm just gonna press down. Let me open this up and press here. Okay, oh, here it is. I was looking for this piece. Okay, and now I'm going to add my page design, which I think is going to be this one, but I do have to make sure it fits within the space. So this over here measures 5 by 7. So I'm going to cut this piece. Let's cut it here. And I want this to be 6 3/4. Okay, and then it's gonna be 5, so I'm gonna cut this at 4 3/4, but I'm gonna try to center this image a little bit. So 4 3/4 is about here. And then because I have that opening, I am gonna be cutting this on half. And I'm doing it like that because I want this to feel like one image instead of 2 sections. I don't want any white space in between. So I'm cutting this as if the whole piece was 5 by 7. And then I'm just going to pencil mark where that half is. Let me find my pencil here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're just going to pencil mark where I'm going to cut this. So it's gonna go from there, just marking the center, and let's line this up on my cutter. And there we go. Okay, so now we're just gonna glue this down, and I'm going to glue this so the center is I'm not leaving any white space. So let's open this up and just basically add this flash here to the edge, not leaving the white space as I'm leaving on the other 3 sides. And then we're gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, so adding the glue, and that will go right there. Okay, so I love having the image that looks like one whole piece, but it opens up like that. Okay, so now let's add the months. So I believe with it, yeah, 4. So we're gonna do 5 and 6. So I think I'm gonna put the 6 over here, and then the 5 down over to this side. And I have my chipboard, leftover chipboard pieces that I'm using to add a little bit of dimension to these bubbles. Okay, so we're just gonna add the chipboard, and I'm gonna cut the corners, and let's glue this on the back right there. And then I'm going to add the glue, and we're gonna put these right there like that. And then I'm going to do the same for the other one. Okay, so let me add the glue, and we're gonna put that right here. And this one I'm gonna put right over here where the star was. Okay, And so there we go. So 5 and 6, I like leaving some blank space so we can put a little picture here. I'm gonna be decorating the inside later because I need to reprint more of the design paper here. Okay, so for the next 2 pages, I'm going to be using these 2 designs here. And so first I'm going to cut these. We're going to do this at 7 1/4. Actually, this is going to be 6 3/4. And I'm doing this by 7 1/4 here. And this is going to go, let me move this over. This one is gonna go on this side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this down. Okay. And as you can see, I don't like putting a lot of glue on my paper, so that way it won't wrinkle. You only really need to add it on the edges, and then I just do a little bit on the inside. And then I'm going to use the little leftover to just kind of finish up that little section here. Of course, you can print a whole new page. Maybe I'll wait because I think I might just reprint this page here again. But I'm going to use this one to decorate the other side. So this is going to be 7 1/4 here on the sides. So let's do 7 1/4. And then we have the pockets on this page. And so I believe the first pocket is about it's 3 1/2. So we're gonna cut this at 3 1/4. Okay, so let's do 3 1/4 here. And then for the other 2 sections, I'm going to just split this in half. So let's say 2 1/2 and 2 1/2 there. Okay, and so we're just gonna glue these. Let me take this out. Let's add the glue. So this is gonna go right on top. And then the next one is going to go, I'm gonna actually cut out the half elephants there. So I'm just gonna cut that out. And that way we just see the cute elephants. And this is gonna go a little bit inside the pocket. Okay, so we're just gonna go in here like that and then pull it back up. There we go. And then the last one again is gonna go in the pocket a little bit. And I'm just gonna put this right there. Okay, so we have the 3 level, or I guess double pockets. And then I'm gonna put this little envelope here, and I need to get paper for that, but I do want to add a magnet to close this up. So let's add a magnet there. Let's get some tape. Let me get 2 pieces. Okay, so we're gonna put a magnet right here, and then on the part that closes, and we're gonna close that. Okay, and so I have the magnet here, and what I'm gonna do with this little envelope is I'm just gonna glue it on this side there. So we have the pockets, and then we also have this opening little envelope. And so I'm just gonna add the glue, and that way we just put it here on the side. And then for the monthly bubble, so we are on month 7, so I'm gonna put the monthly bubble here on the envelope, just kind of like halfway down. But I'm gonna wait for this because I need to reprint another page, another design, before I glue this down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save number 7 for now, and then we're gonna move on to number 8. So for number 8, I'm just gonna put the bubble maybe somewhere over here. Oh, that would be so cute. But I think I'm actually gonna put it on the side, so there's a chance to put a picture on the front. Okay, so I'm just cutting my chipboard, and we're gonna put this bubble. Okay, and maybe we can put that, let's see, we'll do a picture over here maybe, and so let's put the 8 months on this corner. Okay, so then we have a place if they want to put the picture of the baby. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to month number 9, and I'm gonna start by adding magnets here. So I'm sorry if the process is kind of like boring and repetitive. Like, really all we're doing is cutting paper, gluing, and hopefully you guys are working on your own project. So let me know on the description box, or on the comments, I mean, what are you working on and what are you crafting, or if you're making a baby book also, let me know. Making maybe already some Christmas projects. I don't know, I'm still kind of on Halloween fall crafting, but I think I'm gonna be transitioning to Christmas projects soon. I'm excited for that. So anyway, so I'm just adding magnets, so I think 1 on each side should be okay. And I just want to get through like the front pages and finish decorating, you know, the front pages of each month. That way then I know, you know, what designs I need to reprint. So I think for this month I'm gonna go back to the blue. I'm kind of alternating the blues and the other kind of like a peach color. I love that color. And I'm gonna go, and I think I'm gonna use these. Maybe I'm gonna use this one. This one's a little bit softer, and we're just gonna simply cut these here 2 pieces at 7 1/4. Okay, so let's do 7 1/4, and each one of these is, I believe, 3 3/4. Oops, I have too many things here on my table, which is a little bit driving me crazy, but that's okay. So these are 3 3/4. So for these ones, I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 3 1/2. So let's do 3 1/2 and 3 1/2 here, and then we are going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay, so I'm just gonna add the glue, and we're going to put these 2 pieces right there. So let me move this over. Okay, so there we go. So very simple. Like I said, I'm not doing the inside yet, and I am gonna be putting the 9 bubble, but I am gonna put this on the side because I think here at the center I might add a big photo mat, so we have the nice big picture of the baby. So let's just go ahead and do these here. Maybe I should have all of these ready, but I'm just trying to keep these on real time as much as possible. I know I'm stopping because the girls keep calling me, so it's okay, they're on bed now, so I can craft away. So yeah, so maybe here I'm thinking a little photo mat, and maybe something that opens up. I might dress up this book a little bit more. We'll see how I do on time. Then for this next page, I'm gonna be adding these. So now let me measure this here. So this is 6 1/2, and this page has like a different angle pockets but we're gonna, what did I say, 6.5. I'm gonna measure I'm actually gonna show you how we're gonna cut these. So first we're gonna cut side to side these at 6.25. Okay, so let's start here, and then I'm gonna do 6.25. Okay, and then I'm going to cut these, and we're gonna cut these at 7.5. Okay, and now I'm going to go back in here. I know this is bigger, but that's okay. I might actually do the exact 7.25. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and mark how we're gonna make that line, the cut. So we're gonna go back to the pencil, which I lost again. It seems like, yes, did I did. Oh, it's okay, I have more pencil. There's always a pencil hanging somewhere. Okay, so I'm just placing that right here, and the line, so the pocket, just so you see it, let me add paper here so you can see. The pocket goes sideways like that, and I'm going to be marking not right at the pocket, but a little bit below. Okay, so I have that white outline, and then same thing on the other side. It ends right here, so instead of going right where the pocket ends, I'm gonna go a little bit down like that. Okay, and now I'm just going to match these two lines from here to here to get the same angle. So from there to there. Okay, and so now we have these. Let me erase the little pencil line. Okay, so I'm gonna erase it from both sides, and now I'm just ready to glue this down. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to add glue, and we're just gonna put this right there. Okay, and now this top little section, we are gonna just put that inside the pocket just a little bit, and just finish that up like that. So you can still see the entire image, but now you have this diagonal pocket. Just gonna add the glue, and we're gonna put these right up here. Okay, so I hope that makes sense how I did that. Now this also opens up, and since I have the leftover piece here, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue the design. So I guess it will go like this. So I'm going to cut this piece, and this is gonna be 7.25. Okay, so I'm just gonna open that up and put this piece here. Okay, and then we'll add different cardstock on the inside. Okay, and so that's gonna go like that. So it's not quite matching, but you can still see the banner. And then I do want to add a magnet on this page, so maybe I'll add two, since the pocket is probably gonna be a little bit heavy. So let's go ahead and cut these. Okay, so 1 and 2, and let me add those two here, and then again more tape facing up. Okay, so when I do my tape facing up, here's a little trick. I always make this tape longer, so that way when I close it, I know I'm not pressing right on the magnet, I'm pressing on the sides. So sometimes when you press right on the magnet, then you get that little magnet circle line on your cardstock because you're pushing on it. So I try to go on the top and bottom, so I make those lines a little bit longer. And here we go. So that's gonna go here. That's gonna be this page. And now we just need the 10-month bubble and the chipboard that's gonna go behind that little piece. So let's add the glue. Let's put the 10. And I think for this one I might put it here on top where the balloon is. There we go. And so that's the 10 months. They're so cute. Like every month is a celebration for these guys because I put balloons on almost every page. And so there we go. So that is gonna be 9 and 10. And then we're gonna just finish up with the last two. So for the last one, which is the 12 months, I want to use this design because this is probably one of my favorites. And then this one here too. So either one, right? So I think I'm gonna do this one for the 11. And let's go ahead and cut this here. So this is gonna be 7 1/4. I am gonna cut this a little bit more, and then we're gonna do 7 1/4, and this is going to be by 7 1/4. Okay, so 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. Just very simple flat page. And let's add the glue. There we go. And we're just gonna put that here. And that's gonna go there. Now for the next page, which is the 12 months, if I just glue these, I'm not gonna have any room for pictures, so I am gonna be adding maybe another opening layout like that. And so let's do maybe a couple of those. So I'm going to be using my heavyweight cardstock, and let me cut 2 pieces. We're gonna do these at 7 3/4 by 8. Yeah, let's do by 8. Okay, and then we are going to score along the 8 inches at 1/2 inch. So let me put this here, and we're gonna score at 1/2 inch and at 1/2 inch. And then I'm just going to fold and fold. Okay, so now let's bring back the book, and I'm going to be putting one of these pieces here on the right side. Okay, so let's line this up. Okay, so press down, and then I'm going to add the other one on top of the one that we just added, so on the left side. Okay, so just an easy little page here to be able to add more pictures. Okay, so there we go. Press down. And okay, so now we can go ahead and add our paper for our last page. And so we're gonna cut these. This one's a little bit different because it's a little bit bigger. So this is going to be 7.5, and side to side it's going to be by 7.25. Okay, so 7.5 by 7.25. Okay, and we're going to just go ahead and glue this down. So let's place that right there, and there we go. And now we're just going to add the last two bubbles. So we have the 11 and then the last one, which is the 1 year. Okay, so let me okay, so much going on here, so let me just move this over. I'm saving all of this because I might use these little leftover pieces, but it's kind of in my way. So I'm just gonna move it to the side right here. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so now we have a little more room to move. So I'm just gonna cut the two pieces that are gonna be for the 11 and the 12, or the 1 year. Okay, so that and here. Okay, so we're just going to cut the corners here again and add the glue, and the same for this one. Oh, here it is. Okay, so just some glue, and we're gonna put that right there. And so I know for the 1 year I kind of want this to be like up in the center, or maybe down here, but like at the center. So cute. Okay, so there we go. And then the 11, let's see, we want to put it maybe, I think I want to put it up here. Again, being careful that if I put this here, they might start connecting and getting stuck. So I'm gonna, oh, maybe I'll put it up here since the moon is kind of cut. I think it will be cute to kind of just have it up there, and then the little stars are hanging from that. That worked out so good. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Let me place it just a little bit lower. There we go. Okay, so now this piece or this page opens up like that. We do have like a little corner pocket, and then this one, which is the one we added, is going to open as a large accordion fold. So we have a lot of room to put the first year pictures, and I still have to finish up my number 7, but I think for today we did good progress with the book. So far I have used one of each page, and I have one page left because I printed one whole set with no repeats. I just did one of each, and so we had enough to do, or plenty to do, one different design on each page, so that worked out. And so now that I know what I need, I'm going to be reprinting more of the inside, or like the background complementary pages, and just finish adding the paper on the inside. Another thing that I want to do on the next video is just add some fun elements. This book, for example, when you open it, we have plenty of opportunity to add a fun little pop-up, or you know, something more surprising when you open up some of these pages. So maybe I'll be adding a little bit of that, so stay tuned for the next video on decorating our cute little blank book into a baby book. I am loving how this is coming along. And also we're gonna be decorating the covers. So I hope that you guys are enjoying these, craft with me videos, and I'll see you on the next one.